with everyone. standing for the national anthem. Now the singing of Alma Mater. Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the graduation ceremony in honor of the class of 2017. I would like to begin our ceremony with a few thank yous. It was Armed Forces Day yesterday and Memorial Day this next weekend. I want to begin by thanking all the men and women who serve in our armed forces around the world, who are protecting our freedoms, as well as all of our first responders. Our greatest thanks goes out to all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. If you are serving or have served in the military or are a first responder, please stand to be recognized. Thank you to Mr. Hernandez and the brass ensemble for the musical prelude and for the processional. Thank you to Mr. LaCroix and the choir for their musical contributions to the ceremony today. Thank you to all of our non-certified staff at Geneseo High School in District 228. The secretaries, cooks, janitors, nurses, maintenance workers, aides, and volunteers all work very hard at making Geneseo High School and keeping it a safe place to learn and work. If you are a non-certified person or have been in the past, please stand and be recognized. thank you to the District 228 faculty who do their best to prepare our students for their post-secondary choices and challenges. A special thank you to those staff who are retiring or moving on to a different challenge. If you are a staff member of Geneseo High School or a former staff member of Geneseo High School and District 228, please stand and be recognized. Thank you to my fellow District 228 administrators who provide me with much wisdom and guidance, especially Mr. Mackey, Ms. Griffith, Mr. Brooker, who I work with on a daily basis. If you are or have been a district administrator, please stand and be recognized. I want to thank the District 228 School Board for having poor judgment in hiring me 12 years ago, but I also want to thank them for all their work. Would they please stand and be recognized? Thank you to all the parents and guardians who have entrusted us with your most precious commodity. Thank you for allowing us to work with your wonderful children, and thank you for all the time that you have spent being a chauffeur, PTA volunteer, booster club member, serving on committees, and just supporting your children as they pursue their high school education and dreams. Graduates, please stand, find your parents, wave to them, and blow them a kiss, and tell them thank you. Stand up. Find it. My last thank you goes to my wife, Natalie, and my children, Savannah and Michael. Thank you for all of your support. My wife's hiding in the corner over there, so I'm going to make her stand up as she's getting her flowers. Please stand and be recognized, Mrs. Haugsy. I will pay dearly for that later. Next, we take time to recognize several members of the senior class who have distinguished themselves while at Geneseo High School. The first group are the students wearing the gold tassels. This group represents the National Honor Society. There are 72 members of NHS. Would they please stand, face the crowd, and be recognized? The second group of students are those wearing a white cord. This group represents the National Technical Honor Society. There are 51 senior members of NTHS. Please stand and be recognized. The next group of students to be recognized are those students that have completed a certificate program from Blackhawk College while a student at Geneseo High School. These students have graduated with a college certificate even before they received a high school diploma. There are 8 seniors who have completed certification programs. Would these students please stand and be recognized? The next recognition of students are those young men and women who will be entering the military. Would those 6 students please stand, face the crowd, and be recognized? Wow. The gold cords represent those members of the senior class who have qualified to be Illinois State Scholars. Would the 21 members of the senior class who are Illinois State Scholars please stand and be recognized? The next group of seniors to be recognized are those seniors wearing a gold stole. These 18 students represent the top 10% of the class of 2017. Would they please stand, face the crowd, and be recognized? A number of years ago, District 228 approved a goal known as the 2010 Initiative. The hope was that many high school students would leave Geneseo High School with college credits to their name. The class of 2017 has earned at least 495 credits while at Geneseo High School. Nearly 101 seniors have taken at least one AP course or a dual enrollment class. Would those members of the senior class please stand and be recognized? Seniors have an overall GPA of 3.25 to 3.49. They are graduating cum laude. Would those 20 seniors please stand and be recognized? There are 25 seniors with an overall GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. They are graduating magna cum laude. Would they please stand and be recognized? "36 seniors have an overall GPA between 3.75 or higher. They are graduating summa cum laude. Would those 36 seniors please stand and be recognized? Now it's time for the most boring part of the ceremony. This is where Mr. Haugsy gets his last chance to impart some words of wisdom on the class of 2017. As hard as graduation speechwriters try, most of our speeches never end up being very memorable. Apologize to this year's, I'm sure they'll be awesome. But unless there's some type of a craziness or disaster, we usually don't remember too much. So my speech this year is some basic advice from singer Tim McGraw. Always stay humble and kind. If you would like to sing to the seniors and serenade them, the class, the words will be over there on the video screen. I would sing myself, but I'm not allowed to sing, not even in a crowded church. Mr. Roothouse, would you please give me some help? Thank you for indulging me. At this time, I would like to call to the podium the Student Council President of the class of 2017, Brooke Langen.
I call this meeting to order. Hello, I'm Brooke Langen, this year's Student Council President. Welcome, class of 2017, as we gather here today for our last official meeting together. The minutes today represent the time we have devoted to our high school years. It is the time we have spent preparing for our exams, doing our homework, and time on the practice field. The time we have invested has become our successes, and the time we have wasted may have resulted in our failures. But it is this time that has prepared us to move on. Our minutes here today at GHS have been something that will forever form who we have become. The treasurer's report of this agenda is not about our financial status. However, I'd like to put another meaning to the term treasurer's report. Let us reflect on the treasures we have collected over the past 4 years. We each have our own experiences and memories of high school, and I hope that you find many treasures as you reflect upon those moments. Take these treasures and remember the good times and friendships we shared at GHS. Now on to old business. This is a time to remember that we have covered a lot of business during our high school years, but it was all worth the effort and hard work we have invested to get this far. I hope the old business has prepared us for the next part of our journey, the new business. What is next to come? What lies ahead is both scary and exciting. We may be off to college, the military, or entering the workforce. But whatever path we choose, I hope it is full of adventure and success. Now, advisors' comments. This is a time to thank our parents, teachers, coaches, and advisors. We couldn't have gotten here without their love, support, knowledge, and leadership. Thank you. In my final words to the class of 2017, I wish you all success and happiness throughout your life. Find your passion and conquer the world. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Brooke. At this time, I'd like to call to the podium the president of the class of 2017, Andrew Benhart.
It is big print. Okay, I'm sorry I don't have a song like Mr. Hogsy did, so just bear with me a little bit. So my name's Andrew Benhart, and as Hogsy just said, I am the class president of this wonderful class here. I'm going to keep this pretty short and light, and let's get rolling. I'd like to thank the administration and the teachers for shaping us into the people we are today. It's very nice of them. I also have a couple of special shout outs to AJ Miller, Logan Weber, Charlie Schwinline, Lily Henderson, Miss Fears, Miss Gantz, and Miss Stern. They've made being president pretty fun and very productive. Okay, so one of the biggest obstacles we're going to face in our next few years is having to deal with people that we don't actually like. We're a very tight-knit class, and I really like that. You could put any of us in a group with a task, and we'd be able to communicate and get it done. But like in the real world, that's not going to happen. There's gonna be people that we just don't agree with. So here's a quote that I'd like you guys to remember for when a situation like this arises. It's, "Be humble, sit down." I personally interpret this as you're going to have to be humble and suck up your pride sometimes, even if you don't agree with it, and then you just have to sit down and get to work and knock out that task that you're asked to do. As we move on in our lives and we start to worry about jobs and bills instead of school and homework, we're going to look back at the time spent at GHS and be like, wow, I really miss just having to worry about grades and whether or not Bab's going to bottle flip and land it at the halftime of a basketball game. The future is a scary yet beautiful thing. There's so much out there that we can do, and thanks to GHS, they've prepared us, and I think we'll be fine. I wish you all the best of luck on your pursuit of happiness. And with that, I just have 2 more words to say. Ben Hart out.
Thank you, Andrew. Next, Mr. LaCroix and the Honors Choir will perform a couple of musical numbers for us.
fast as I can.
Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough? Ain't no valley low enough? Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe? Ain't no mountain high enough? Ain't no valley low enough? Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you? Ain't no mountain high enough? Ain't no valley low enough? Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you? Ain't no mountain keeps me from you, from you.
Thank you, Mr. LaCroix and the Honors Choir. At this time, I would like to call to the podium the member of the senior class who has earned the second highest grade point average of 4.61. The salutatorian for the class of 2017 is Nathan Soria.
It's hard to believe that just 4 short years ago, we were wide-eyed freshmen who had no idea what to expect from high school. If someone had asked us then what we wanted to be after high school, you'd be hard-pressed to find a person who can answer that with absolute certainty. But in the past 4 years, we have grown so much. Now we are adults ready to tackle the next stages of life. Our 4 years at Geneseo High School have prepared us for whatever may come our way. I would like to now take a moment and thank some of the people who have been so critical to our success. First, to the staff of Geneseo High School. All of you have dedicated countless hours so that we can be standing here today. I'm sure that each of us seniors can name at least one staff member, whether it be a teacher, administrator, or custodian, who has had a profound impact on our lives. Next, to all the parents and family members who have stood by our side each and every day. I think it's safe to say that no one has a harder job than you guys. Trying to get a teenager out of the bed in the morning and off to school is no simple feat. You have all done so much to shape our lives and make us into who we are today. And for that, I can't thank you enough. Finally, to my fellow seniors, I will forever remember the friendships and relationships I have formed here at Geneseo High School. Wherever it is you go after this, whether it be to college, the workforce, entering the armed forces, or anything else, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. The next student to speak is the student with the highest GPA of 4.65. The valedictorian for the class of 2017 is Dylan Hodge.
Administrators, teachers, families, and friends, welcome to the graduation of the class of 2017. How time flies. Back in kindergarten, I never imagined how fast today would get here or all the ups and downs we would experience along the way. My first draft of this speech compared our journey through high school to the Chicago Cubs World Series win. They had many highs and lows throughout the series, but were successful in the end. Go Cubs! 3 days ago, I went to Great America and rode several roller coasters until the park closed. After having that day of fun, I felt that roller coasters better exemplified the journey we took through all our years in school. The day started with a long drive filled with anticipation. Was I anticipating high school back in kindergarten? Probably not, but the elementary and middle school journey was our long drive to get to high school. We bought our tickets at freshman orientation and the fun began. We rode one roller coaster after another. Although it was a fun day, it had its ups and downs like the days we had in high school. The homework, the tests, the sporting events, the concerts, the plays, and best of all, our friends. Now, here we are, today, our final roller coaster, the last one we get to ride before we all head our separate ways. We are excited, yet relieved to be riding our final one. What ups and downs have we experienced today? Happiness that we made it, and sadness that we are leaving our friends and activities. Let's leave today planning for our next roller coaster adventure. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Dylan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce the president of District 228 School Board, Doug Ford, who will certify the graduates.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the school board, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2017. You've made us proud and you will continue to do that. So thank you so much for all you've done. This is where I certify that you guys have completed everything you need to do. And what that means to you is that there will be a diploma when you come up here. So members of the Board of Education, faculty, parents, family, and friends, I am here to announce that the members of the class of 2017 have satisfactorily completed all of the requirements set forth by the Illinois Board of Education and the Geneseo Board of Education and are hereby eligible for graduation and to receive their diplomas. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful graduation. Thank you.
Now it is time for the presentation of diplomas. I'd like to remind everyone that this is a very important day for all graduates and all families. Please be mindful of every family's need and desire to hear their child's name while being read out loud. Mr. Brooker, will you read the name of the graduates?
Emma Grace Alexander. Savannah Jordan Anist. Jordan Christopher Anderson. Madeline Elizabeth Anderson. Christos John Andrios. Selena Marie Anthony. Noah Thomas Aper. Dallas M. Ballard. Jerry Ballard Jr. Elizabeth Grace Barakat. Catherine Margaret Beeson. Andrew James Benhart. Brittany Elise Burhager. Trey Christian Blank. Casey Lee Boss. Caitlin Sue Bowton. Anthony Michael Bravada. Dalton James Bridges. Grace Maureen Burmall. Dalton Scott Collier. Cole Thomas Carmichael. Will Kenneth Cheney. Jameson Ross Chapman. Danielle Lynn Clary. Damian John Clements. Mitchell James Coleman. Benjamin Joseph Cosgrave. Lindy Marie Couch. Helena Kenzie Dahl. Connor Edward DeBailey.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alexander Nicholas DeBar. Sally K. DeBrock. Dylan Gregory Decker. Jenna Kirsten Decker. Brian Kilcoyne Dillette. Lauren Mackenzie Denny. Tristan Jack DeSplinter. Jessica Faye DuBois. Avery Stephen Dunker. Bennett Ryan Eggert. Keith William Eldon. Sarah M. Elliott. Maya Isabel Esparza. Sarah Danielle Fisher. Nicholas C. Floyd. Lindsay Lee Frankie. Alyssa Renee Frank. Kaysen Edward Frericks. Matthew L. Ganson. Brianna Joe Geating. William Hunter Gurton. Haley Danielle Gordon. Lindsay Joyce Grattert. Paige Allison Gramling. Jacob Ryan Grunwald. Freya Bren Hager. Jonathan Taylor Hanna. Morgan Elizabeth Hartsock. Lily Elizabeth Henderson. Sydney Elizabeth Himmelman. Keith Quentin Hipkins. Dylan James Hodge. Lucas Scott Hofer. Jacob Thomas Holzcraft. McGuire S. Hoon. Zachary M. Humphrey. Cade Joshua Humphreys. Christian Anthony Jackson. Jordan Anthony Jackson. Haley Ann Jaycox. Braden M. Jennings. Claire Marie Johnson. Kayla Nicole Johnson. Luke Spencer Johnson. Tristan J. Johnson. William H. Johnson III. Brianna Marie Jones. Ryan Joseph Cass. Ethan Kennedy. Allison Catherine Klein. Briley Kayanne Koberline. Abigail Elizabeth Crone. Mackenzie Kruger. Brooke Nicole Langen. Nelson Ernst Langen. Shannon Nicole Lackinen. Destiny Storm Lawson. Connor Gregory LeGrand. Lewis Andrew Lenz V. Aaron Christopher Lewis. Brittany Lucille Lenzer. Daniel John Eugene Lohman. Emma Jane Lovett. Madeline Elizabeth Mackey. Alexa Nicole Mahoney. Kelsey Ann Massacre. Jessica R. Matson. Morgan Joanne May. Davian Ambrose Mayer. Grace Emily McAvoy. Jasmine McCormick. Michaela Rayu McWright. Devin E. McKay Quillen. Connor C. McSparron. Dwight J. Medley. Caitlin Ann Milkey. Adam Gerald Miller. Keegan Ray Minert. Ava Lucille Munson. Elliot Lawson Moore. Denise Morelos. Camry Denise Mueller McBride. Kimber Renee Munt. Madison Elizabeth Munoz. Samuel F. Murray. Tate Jackson Neff. Seth Carl Nelson. Taya Renee Nesbitt. Adam Kendall Newowner. Christopher Lee Wynn. Kelsey Joe Olson. Paige Aaron Olson. Payne Andrew Olson. Cameron Nicole Oney. Destiny Rose Overman. Dylan Matthew Pardo. Jacob Gunnar Pauley. Isabella Lisette Pena. Caitlin Rose Phillips. Andrew David Pischke. Ethan Chafee Hoyt Pullman. Brandon Lee Ramos. Isaac Aaron Ramsey. Keaton James Rice. Marshall James Rice. Logan Michael Ricketts. Braden Arthur Reese. Travis Christopher Robertson. Mackenzie Alexis Roseleib. Andrew Russell Roseman. Renee Christine Rumler. Benjamin Kim Schillinger. Charles Gerard Schlinwine. Chandler John Schwartz. Cole Tanner Schwartz. Noah Michael Sebastian. Kyle Robert Sellers. Austin Michael Sharp. Hannah Lene Sims. Kendra Lynn Snyder. Nathan Alexander Soria. Alexander Zachary Sotos. Dustin Souders. Dalton Andrew Stage. Dalton Blauser Stamp. Forrest Allen Stamp. Aaron Elizabeth Starkey. Logan Jeffrey Stein. Paige Marie Stoll. Tyler Eugene Tates. Cassandra Renee Talbot. Hannah Therese Tesmond. Kara Nicole Thacker. Samuel John Thomas. Tyler Jordan Thompson. Ryan Elizabeth Tracy. Paige Elizabeth Vandewille. Brooke Marie Van Hoody. Dylan Lee Vavrosky. Anna Marie Verkotren. Jacob Vincent Verplates. Logan Francis Weber. Amy Joe Wethington. Ryan William Anthony Whiteman. Shelby Rose Whittington. Charles Joseph Weiss. One I've been waiting for. Alex James Wilson Edward Williams. Joshua David Yoder. Abigail Jane Zobrist.
Would the graduates, class of 2017, please rise? Turn your tassels over to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2017.